just while I talk to Laura Marling. Can we have a little round of applause, please, for Laura Marling in the Steve Rai style as we welcome her in. For those of you not familiar with Laura, I don't want to kind of dwell on the things which are people are endlessly asking you about, the fact that you're quite young and from Reading, am I right in saying?
Yeah.
I know those are big sort of show-busy things to bring up, but I want to be perhaps a bit different to that.
Okay.
A little bit more edgy. Your album is called Alas, I Cannot Swim.
Yeah.
Can you swim?
I can swim, yeah, I can swim.
Okay. Just tick off that question. No, but I've heard the album. It's wonderful, and I think a lot of people like me are kind of slightly dazzled by the fact that it is very mature sounding for someone who's youthful. And you are 18?
18, yeah.
Sammy, how old are you?
21.
Oh, old lady. Hey, how does that make you feel?
Unpleasant.
It is, isn't it? It's grim, isn't it? Now you'll see what it's like, because I was waiting for that, because last week you made a little jibe about me being an old man.
Well, I was born in 86.
Yes.
You were, yeah.
1986.
So you would have been born in 89? 90?
1990.
1990. That's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? It's just sort of not on. It's just appalling. It's horrific. But this is what's interesting, because obviously the music is much more kind of it does sound older than your years. How did that sound come out of the box fully formed, or is it something that you sort of worked up towards? I mean, were you instantly kind of classy? Or do you know what I mean? Or is there a lot of terribly bad Laura Marling songs out there?
There's a lot of terribly bad Laura Marling songs out there somewhere.
Right, and so, I mean, what are they just about, boys?
Boys in London and...
Boys in London.
And
Boys
all
of
the things
London.
in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
And stuff about, Teletubbies and whatever else.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happened between 1990 and now. It seems like last week. So how's it been working for you? You sort of, you've been writing songs since a young age?
Yeah, sort of. Well, I've been playing guitar since I was 5, so very young.
Right.
And then I started writing when I was about 13.
Okay, and
it's bad.
And were you sort of, were you influenced by a lot of the music of the mid 2000s? Because the music is kind of folky, and you've been compared to, obviously, sort of Home Counties, Joni Mitchell and so on.
Yeah.
And so that's the sort of music you grew up on?
Yeah, that's this music I grew up on, the Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell.
Right.
Judy Sill kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I think, for those of you, people out there who haven't heard any of your music, we should hear something first, and then people can make their own assessment. They can understand what we're talking about. What's the first tune you're going to play for us?
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Okay, let's hear it. Absolutely wonderful, Laura. No, it doesn't, you don't need me to say how good it is, because you've already had the NME have said it. NME loves Laura Marling, it says on the back of your promotional CD. It also says, I don't know if you're aware of this, it says you're a girl with more emotion in your little finger than a whole army of Katie Maluas.
Oh, that's a bit mean, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? But imagine an army of Katie Maluas. Imagine that, just marching towards you, just taking over the world with easy listening. She'd only really been able to attack, very kind of placid countries like Finland. Finland, beware of an army of Katie Maluas.
Would they be on bicycles?
They would.
Millions of them.
There'd be millions of bicycles with tiny little Maluas on top, riding across, the nation. And anyway, so it's absolutely wonderful. And so how did you get your break? How did people discover you? Where did you come from?
Where did I come from? Well, I was coming up from Reading to do gigs in London about 2 years ago, and I started in Brentford Football Club.
You were playing some soccer in the changing rooms afterwards.
I was in the members' bar.
Oh yes,
which actually isn't as classy as it sounds. And then I started just gigging more and more, and then I moved up to London, and then yeah.
Yeah, and and some people saw you, and you signed contracts, and it was all very kind of complicated. And am I right to say there's a kind of special edition version of your album? Is that right? That you've designed yourself? Is that right?
Yeah. Well, the artwork isn't done by me.
Right.
It's done by a very clever guy called Andrew Mockett, and it's just a box with the sort of mementos relating to each song on the album and a gig ticket.
And a gig ticket as well, so people could see. And, isn't there, again, reading the back of your CD here, isn't there an amusing story in which you couldn't even play at one of your gigs?
Oh, this is very amusing.
Is it? I look forward to this. Here we go.
Well, before I turned 18 last Friday, on my last tour I did, my London date was at Soho Review Bar, which is, in case you don't know, the gay strip club.
Uh-huh.
And they had a stripping license. Well, now you can go check it out if you want to.
Something to do tonight?
Anyway, I'd sound checked and I'd been there all day, and then at 7:30 when the doors opened, the manager came in and asked me for ID because they read in the London paper that I was 17. So and then I got kicked out. I played on the street.
So so everyone inside was just forced to watch gay strippers, all your fans,
I had
and you
two
were
support
outside?
bands on, and they played.
Right.
And then Marcus here, my drummer, and two other members of my band came out with me, and we played on the street.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, it was really nice, actually.
That's quite rock and roll.
Well, yeah.
Do you feel that you're someone who's going to give in to the rock and roll lifestyle? Do you get that feeling that you're going to wind up living in your car after your third album, high on drink and drugs?
I don't think so. I'm far too nervy to do anything.
You're too
like
level-headed. Well, that's good. And so you're going to play another tune for us?
Yes.
And what's this one?
This is called Unless I Cannot Swim.
Brilliant. I'll just remind you that she was born in 1990. Born in 1990. I don't think I'd even kissed a girl at that point. Still haven't, so looking forward to that. Maybe, who knows? We don't know how that's going to pan out. So it's interesting because when you seem very modest, you seem very earthy and grounded. Not earthy, I don't mean sort of, but you seem normal. Are you a nightmare to work with secretly behind the scenes? I mean, yes, he's nodding. Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Are you quite dictatorial? You know how your sound should be and you make sure that's how it is?
Well, I can put my foot down when it's needed, can I, Marcus?
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
Marcus, is she arrogant?
Very.
Yeah?
Massive head, yeah.
Great. And, I mean, do you feel that you've got maybe your tour this album and then that's pretty much it? The partnership will be over, the friendship will be over?
Yeah, I've already handed in my notice.
Good, yeah.
And she's rubbish as well.
Well, I think we've already notified that. My gang here, I'm hoping that they'll have questions as well, just so that it's not just me droning on. Tiny Dan, a question for Laura?
Yeah, well, I just wanted a quick supplementary, actually. Did you say your birthday on Friday?
It was last Friday.
As in a week ago on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, could have been the same day as mine.
Oh.
Well, I'll ask it anyway. People of your age, I always think top deck of bus, mobile phone, playing the R&B. Do you go in for that sort of thing?
I'm not really. I missed out on that.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
you don't strike me. Would you bring your guitar along to battle the people who do that? Because they find it very annoying, and I'd much rather listen to you. So I'd support you as well,
I'd
if
love
it got
to.
nasty.
I'm a bit scared of doing that, but...
Well, with me in your corner,
Okay, good.
you've got every reason to be scared. I'm a very, very weak man.
Have you ever tagged anything?
Tagged?
Have you ever taken a marker pen in the back of the bus and just tagged it? Yeah, LM was here.
I've already missed out on that one too. Yeah.
See, you're too good. Get a bit more rock and roll. You've got to spice these things up. Talking of rock and roll, Rufus, you've got a question.
I'm all over the rock and roll. Hello.
Hello.
What a beautiful two pieces of music we've heard. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you live already. And I'm interested in what Laura Marling is like live, because I'm going to buy the album tomorrow, but I don't know whether you got... Are we talking big string sections? Have we got horns? Have we got keyboards? What can we expect when we see you live?
On the album there's string sections and horns and keyboards, but live we keep it to... Usually it's just me and Marcus plays like accordion and ukulele because he's very talented.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for the album dates we've got a fiddle player and a bass player and a piano player.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And do you ever go electric? Do you suffer cries of Judas?
I think that's third album kind of
Okay.
vibe.
Nice,
But maybe,
nice.
yeah.
Fantastic.
What we're terming the Smack album. Sammy, what's your question?
You say you've been doing this sort of thing since you were about 16, probably sooner. Do you feel like the music industry has corrupted you any?
No, as I say, I put my foot down. I'm pretty good
so
at
you
that.
have seen things, but you've ignored them.
Oh yes. So I have a father who used to be sort of he knows the business, as it were. So I've had someone on my side all my life.
Excellent.
So which is lucky of me.
So you're not going to do a Britney?
I'm not going to pull a Britney. I don't think. No.
Jolly good. Was that you had a supplementary question?
Just Marcus, how old are you?
I'm your age, Sammy.
Are you, Mark?
Ooh, old man. Ooh. All right, listen, well, thank you so much, Laura, for coming in. I think we've all really appreciated it. The album is fantastic. It's out tomorrow, as I say. It's called Alas, I Cannot Swim, and you have actually brought some much-needed class to the programme, so I really appreciate it. And a little round of applause, please, for Laura. I don't know if you're familiar yet with this film Juno, which is getting a lot of props and praise, and it has a soundtrack which I'm sure you'll enjoy enormously if you've not already heard it. And from it, here's a track by the Mouldy Peaches, and it's particularly charming. This has come out a couple of years ago, but this is featured quite strongly in the film Anyone Else But You.